In this problem, we are dealing with the velocity and acceleration diagram of slider crank mechanism. So here goes the problem. In a slider crank mechanism, the crank is 480 mm long and rotates at 20 radians per second in the counterclockwise direction. The length of the connecting rod is 1.6 meters. When the crank turns 60 degree from the inner dead center, determine the following. So we have to determine the velocity of the slider, the acceleration of the slider, and velocity of a point E located at a distance 450 mm on the extended connecting rod, and acceleration of the point E. Okay, so first of all, the problem is given. We have to read the problem in detail, and the next thing is what we have to draw the configuration diagram. Okay, so the configuration diagram. So here I have selected the scale to draw the configuration diagram. That is, I have selected 1 centimeter is equal to 200 mm. Okay, so 1 centimeter is equal to 200 mm, and I have drawn the configuration diagram, and the things are given. See the angle, the crank is 480 meters long, the crank is 480 meters long, and it is inclined at 60 degree. It is inclined at 60 degree, and the connecting rod is 1600 mm, that is 1.6 meters. So in mm it is 480 mm, and and 1600 mm. Okay, and there is also a point E which is extended beyond this connecting rod. Okay, extension of the connecting rod is there, and we have a point E at 450 mm. Okay, and here B is the slider. B is the slider, and OAB is what it is the required the slider crank mechanism. Okay, so here we have the B slider. So this construction has to be made first. Geometrically we have to construct this configuration diagram. Okay, so having this using this configuration diagram, next we will go for velocity analysis, and later on acceleration analysis. Now coming to the velocity analysis part, we know that the link OA is the crank. Link OA is the crank, and it is 480 meters long. That is around 0.48 meters, and now I want to calculate what is the velocity of point A with respect to O. That is a V A O. So I can calculate that. So what is the thing is, here it is given that it acts with the angular velocity 20 radians per second. That is, link OA is rotating. Link OA is rotating at 20 radians per second in the counterclockwise direction. Therefore, VAO is equal to 20 radians per second. That is 20 into the length of the link, that is 0.48 meters. So because I require velocity in meters per second, so I have converted this into meters. 20 radians per second I have to take as it is. So I will get the answer 9.6 meters per second. So this is the value of the velocity I got. Okay, so it is 9.6 meters per second. Next is, I have to select a suitable scale and draw the velocity diagram. So to draw the velocity diagram, I am selecting a scale, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 2 meters per second. So around 2 meters per second. And now I am continuing with the velocity diagram. For that, what I have to do, I have to mark the fixed points first, that is OB. Okay, I am selecting any arbitrary point and I am calling it as OB. That is the fixed points, okay, coinciding with one another. So from this point OB, I am taking my drawing instruments and I am selecting 2 meters per second and I have to get 9.6 meters per second. Okay, so it is 2 meters per second for 1 centimeter. For 1 centimeter it is 2 meters per second. So 9.6 means it is 4, 6, 8, around 4.5, 4.6 centimeters I am selecting. So 4.6 centimeters I have measured. I measured through the compass. 4.6. Okay, and where to draw this arc? See this 4 point whatever the velocity is there now, this will be acting perpendicular to the link OA. So this is the link OA. If this is the link OA, then it will be acting perpendicular to OA. So perpendicular to OA. Okay, this is the point where the velocity is acting, 9.6. So I am setting this to perpendicular to OA. See, now I am carefully moving this. Okay, so this line, whatever this is there now, this is perpendicular to OA. So here we'll just simply draw some arbitrary length, and I have measured already 9.6 meters per second. So 9.6 meters per second, 9.6 meters per second. So I got this point. Okay, so this is nothing but it is A. Okay, so now I got the point A. This is 9.6 meters per second. Okay, this is nothing but VAO. Okay, this is VAO. And next is from A, I don't know this AB, that is connecting rod is there. So AB, I don't know this in magnitude. Since I have to draw the vector, I don't know the magnitude, that is AB, magnitude I don't know. So what happens when this link, when it rotates 20 radians per second now, OA, when it is rotating 20 radians per second in the counterclockwise direction, what will happen to this? This AB will get down, it will come down. Okay, this is coming down, so in this direction. So I know the direction. So the velocity of AB, that is VAB, I know the direction of VAB. Okay, I know the direction of VAB, but I don't know the magnitude. So what I am going to do, I am again placing it AB parallel. So I got this perpendicular line. So I am carefully moving this now. Okay, so I have to set it parallel, and I have to move this carefully. So now this is the direction of VBA. I know the direction, I don't know the magnitude. Okay, just drawing in that direction for some arbitrary length. Okay, I am drawing the vector. I am just drawing the vector in this direction for some arbitrary length. Okay, for some arbitrary length I am drawing. And now what happens is now again from B. See, now I have finished drawing OA is drawn, that is the crank is been drawn, and AB, the length AB is also drawn, the AB. Now I am left over with the slider. The slider crank mechanism. Here one of the link, the difference between the 4-bar mechanism and slider crank mechanism is that one of the link is replaced by a slider. So this is a slider. So this slider, what is the slider is B. Okay, so here I will not be having the velocity, that is here I will get only the linear velocity. Okay, so this is a slider and it is being guided, that is its motion. The slider can have only the linear motion, so here I will get only the linear velocity. Okay, I won't get any angular velocity, I will get only the linear velocity. That is for the slider B, it can have only the linear velocity. Okay, so I will go to this point B. Now I have to draw the vector for this B velocity. Okay, so now it is I'm coming to point B now. Now I am coming to point B. Now I am drawing the velocity. That is a linear thing, parallel to this one. Now because this is a slider, it can only slide in this particular direction. I cannot take any other velocity. Okay, for slider I can take only this direction. That is for OB. I am making my scale parallel to OB and I am shifting that to this point B. Okay, so that I will get the velocity of point OB also, the slider B, velocity of the slider B also I am going to get. Okay, so velocity of slider B I am getting. Now this point is nothing but it is the this is the point. Okay, sorry. Okay, you can call it as, okay, the slider B is there, and this is a fixed point G. I'm sorry, this is the fixed is G. OG is the fixed thing. See, this is G, the fixed frame. The frame is O and G. The frame is O and G is the frame. Slider is the B. I want to draw. I am drawing the velocity vector for the slider B. So for that I am making this OB parallel, and from OG, from OG, that is O and G. Okay, G from OG, I am drawing a parallel line to OB. So I will get this point as B. Okay, I will get this point as B. Okay, so now this OAB is what? It is the required velocity triangle. See, OAB is what? The required velocity triangle. Now we want to measure. See, we have got this, that is the lengths. The lengths can be measured now, and the unknown velocities can be found out. So now I am going to measure this. See this length. Okay, so measure this and transfer it into the scale. Okay, so measure this and transfer it to the scale. So I am getting 4.6 centimeters. Okay, OB is equal to 4.6 centimeters. Similarly, I have to measure AB also. We measure. Okay, AB can be measured, AB, and this AB comes to around 2.5. okay, so AB is around 2.5 centimeters. So I have taken the scale already. Okay, now I have to transfer this measured value to the scale. Okay, transfer this measured value to the scale. So it is double actually, that is 2.5 into 2 comes to around 5 meters per second. So this is 5 meters per second, and this is 4.6 centimeters. That is, if you make it 4.6 into 2, this will come to around this has to, you should get 9.7 meters per second. Okay, so this is the required velocity diagram for this. Still there is we need to complete this problem, because I have to determine the velocity of point E. I have to determine the velocity of point E. For that I have to go for the ratio. I told you the ratio. There is a ratios, that is I have to make use of this, that is BE by BE by BA is equal to capital BE by capital BA. Okay, so now I know the length BE. Okay, from B to E, what is the length? It is 1600 plus 450. Okay, so I know that length. Okay, so now that length I have to make use of, I have to I know all the things are known, that is BE is known and length AB is also known. Okay, B is known, AB is known, and this velocity AB is also known. The unknown velocity is BE. The unknown velocity is BE. This should be calculated, and since all the values are known, we can just make use of this equation and find out the unknown value, that is BE, and later on we can draw the velocity vector for that unknown. I'm sorry, this equation is, this is AE, and this equation is AE, and this is the length. Okay, so this is BA, as it is velocity known. AE is unknown. If you solve this ratios, and you will get the AE value is equal to, you will get around 1.48 meters per second. 1.48 meters per second. Okay, so 1.48 meters per second we will get the value. So further I have to transfer this 1.48 meters per second AE. So I have taken the scale, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 2 meters per second. So 0.5 centimeter will be 1 meters per second. So I have 1.5 meters per second, that is I have to take 0.7 centimeters. Okay, I have measured 0.7 centimeters, and this 0.7 centimeters I have to extend it, that's all. So this is the thing, and to extend this point, so this is point E, this is point E, this is point E, and just simply join this by imaginary line, not thick line. Okay, so this OE, this is OE. Okay, and you can measure this OE also. You can measure the OE also, because I have to get the velocity of point E. So measure OE. So measure OE. Measure OE. So transfer this. See, first is I am getting the point E using this ratio. Using this ratio, I am getting point E. After getting point E, I am joining OE. I am joining OE, and now I am measuring OE. I am measuring OE. Measuring OE. So I am getting around 5 centimeters. So I am getting around 5 centimeters. So my scale is 2 meters per second. So 5 centimeter I transfer means I will get OE. I will get around 10 meters per second. So 5 centimeter is equal into 2 meters per second. So altogether I am going to get 10 meters per second. So this is how the velocity of point E is calculated in the slider crank mechanism.